tight. Don't even come my way if you know you ain't right. When I come through, boys know it's me. A player from the South, nothing less than a G. When I come through, they know I'm about
Bro, this is Curtis, baby.
Man, I know Curtis, man.
Land of the free, home of the brave. This is America. America. Land of the free, home of the brave. This is America. 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 This is America.
Already, this is America, and welcome to Off the Muscle, where we give y'all knowledge, wisdom, and game. I'm your boy, the Music Man. This is my partner over here. We call him the Maniac.
Yes, sir. Yes,
What's going on with y'all? And of course, the main man behind the trigger, man, Uncle Tay is over there doing his thizzle.
What up, baby? What's happening with it?
Man, slow boogie, man. I had one of them weeks where I processed everything, but then at the same time, there's a lot of stuff been on my mind pertaining to everything that we got going on right now, bro. You know how I get, you know what I'm saying? When I'm trying to put it together, like, not this, put life together.
Hey, I could tell because your ass was absent in a motherfucker, man. We talk all week long normally.
Well, you know, I'm doing some things too.
Okay.
I'm I got a couple of changes, but that's not what it is. What it is my mindset on how I respond to things.
Okay.
Remember I told you, I said, man, when I used to smoke them cigarettes saved motherfuckers from getting their ass whooped. It was kind of like, I don't have no cigarettes no more. So the best thing for me to do is steer clear of everything and everybody until I get my head together, because I can only contact, me and you won't have no issues, but I can only control myself with certain people in the event that something's said or done.
For sure.
So when I'm feeling some type of way, it's best for me to go in the room and close the door, per se. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying? Like, just stay in my lane type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, y'all, you get like that too? Where you got to be by yourself sometime and just peace and quiet, or
Absolutely. Whether it's, some days at work, I just want to zone in, be like, I'm going to do me, I'm good. Just let me do me for the day. Sometimes at home, I'm just like, hey, I need to go take a drive, whatever it is. Yeah.
It's not, I used to jump on my bike, you know what I'm saying? And haul ass, get a little adrenaline rush. But here's the thing, though.
There you go.
You gotta.
Street bike.
Well, I have one on each right now, but yeah, I got rid of, man, I'm too old to be riding them crotch rockets right now, because we ride long, I was in a motorcycle club, so we rode long distance.
Oh, yeah.
And there's too much stretching and shit going on, man, when you ride.
I hear you.
When you be on them long trips on them bikes, man,
Hey, man.
Hey, bro, you got to kick them legs out every 10 minutes, man, trying to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got to keep going out there.
Right with your legs up on the tank.
I'm trying. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like some BMX shit, just jump up and do a surf or something, man. Put your legs, yeah. Yeah, we already got some people chiming in already, man.
For sure. Look like we got
I don't know who.
that look like baby boy.
Who's that?
That look like nephew. Your baby boy.
Oh, that DJ?
I think it's DJ. Cause I think his handle is Knit 3 Life or something like that.
Yeah, that's probably.
Cause I didn't know who it was one time, and I think it's what came through.
Yep.
What's up, baby boy? What's going down?
Yeah, man.
Hope everything's going well with you.
Yeah, it should be. If it wasn't, he'd have gave me a holler. Look, who was that?
Oh, it's old Big Cat.
Big
Hey,
Cat.
what's up, my kinfolk? What's happening? Gato.
Yeah, the
Yes,
Gato.
sir.
Yeah,
It's the Gato.
Yeah, DJ said it's me. Yeah, that's my baby. Look here, man. Man, let's get popping, because look here, I got some problems right now. And what my problems are is about, it's like I always do, y'all. Y'all know what it is. I roll 2 or 3 things into one, but I'm trying to bring up the overstanding of the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
We briefly chopped it up about that. Mm-hmm. And the Second Amendment is let me do it this way. Let's. Okay. It is number 2 of the amendments in the Bill of Rights. Okay? It is arguably the most important. And I'm saying arguably because the freedom of speech is number 1. Okay? The First Amendment is number 1. Freedom of religion, freedom to assemble. Okay. Episode 1 or 2 of Off the Muscle, I discussed with my viewers how important 4 or 5 of the amendments are for everyone to know. If you don't know the first, the second, the fourth, the fifth, the 13th, the 14th, those are the ones that I believe that everybody should know. Number 5, shut your ass up. That's what number 5 is. If you don't know what number 5 is, that means shut your ass up. Shut the fuck up. Number 4 is, hey man, you have the right to be secure, in your papers and effects and all your stuff, man. But here's the thing. This Second Amendment that people have been infringed upon forever, especially if you're a person of color, of any color. And poor people, you could be a poor white, and it could have been, and sometimes it was depending on the actions of large groups, how you were looked at when you were, carrying your guns. Mr. Washington.
Yo.
When we were growing up, even in the hood, I remember gun racks in the back of motherfuckers' windows, in their trucks.
Yes, sir. I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah, in the back. Yeah.
There used to be dudes,
right
man, in our hood, in the window, man. No, man, they had guns. They had 2 shotguns hanging in their back window, man, in the truck.
That's Texas.
But see, what happened in Texas was that was all good. Yeah. And then as kids, we don't. I think we didn't know because you didn't learn your rights and stuff when you kid. It disappeared. We stopped seeing that. I started noticing that the truck still had some of the racks in there.
The guns weren't there.
But the guns wasn't there. So that means that gun laws changed. Let's talk about why the Second Amendment. Okay, hold on real quick. So a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, okay, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Shall not be infringed. So this is what the Second Amendment says. And what that basically says, or what it was put in place for, was for the people to be able to protect themselves not only against robbers and stealers and maulers, but against their government. We have to be able to protect ourselves against the government.
I knew we were going to get into that.
And that's what the Second Amendment mainly is about.
Yes, sir.
It's not about being able to protect yourself from other people because the people are supposed to be united. Supposed to be.
That's the point of a constitutional republic.
You're sure right.
We, the people, decide what goes on in our government.
Right. Now,
let's stop.
Boy, there you go. That's the one I was looking for right there.
That's how it should work. But
Maniac. The problem with that is that because there's a left wing and a right wing, and certain politicians that become the president of the United States use those 2 wings to position people against each other. And I'm not just naming this one; it's happened in the past.
Absolutely.
It keeps the people at odds, so they're not paying attention to the smoke and mirrors that the government is throwing at us. So it keeps us fighting, so that we don't have power as a unit.
It's 2 sides of the same coin.
2 sides of the 2 wings of the same bird is what I always say.
Right there.
Now, we're talking about when we saw guns disappear at certain times. Who said such thing? Rick James said, "Buy you a pack of Newports, man."
Newports always on some other shit.
So yeah, he probably saw him blowing that smoke off that vape. Yeah,
I'd have a cigar.
When you use smoke, he said he put that in there when you say you use smoke.
Oh, is that what he said? Hey man,
hey, he keep him a pack.
Say, Sue, let me tell you this. My son on there right now, he'll tell you because he was one of the ones there when I used to take him to the basketball court with a lot of times. Hey man, if I didn't smoke, I'd be out there in the court for the smoke. I'd be smoking squares when I'm on the court shooting around. When I used to smoke, and there's a couple times, man, where thou ass whoopings would have been distributed if it wasn't for them squares, man, in the basketball, man. I used to walk up to court and go to the sideline, smoke me one in between games, man, and still run them boys. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk back about when some of the guns disappeared. Okay, one of those times that the guns disappeared, there was an act called the Mulford Act of 1967, which it banned weapons. Okay, it banned open carry without a permit. It was aimed at the Black Panther Party. Everyone of any type of historical, if you have any type of knowledge of history, if you know about different parties and how things happen with the government versus Black America, for the most part, that's not primarily what this Second Amendment is about, but it does play an important role in it. It targeted the Black Panther Party because the Black Panther Party was using the law to their advantage. Let's not say to their advantage. They were using the law like everyone was allowed to use it. They decided that they would protect themselves and be armed so that when they did things for their community, the government could not come in and do what they did in past history. Because our government's been known to tear down communities of color when they started thriving. So the Black Panther parties did put up something called police patrols. They would have guys guard the hood with guns on the corners, and hey, man, I heard them some bitches out there pigeon clapping and throwing smoke signals and everything. And some shit came through. You know what I'm saying?
Straight.
So
I'm familiar with the Black Panthers, but I haven't heard this before. This is new to me.
And this is, I mean, look it up. It's called the Mulford Act of 1967. Okay, now right behind that you have the Gun Control Act of 1968. The reason why there had to be a new act was because LBJ, when he got in office, he had to do something pertaining to a lot of people didn't like what happened with this 1967 act. Well, Kennedy was shot in 63, and they started the Gun Control Act then. They never finished it. So LBJ started something that wasn't finished. And basically, they decided that anyone who, this is when they put all the parameters in place. If you had drug cases, if you were on any type of felony indictment, more than 12 months, if you had a mental instability, they did background checks on you. So the background checks were the Brady Handgun Violence Protection Act. So if you look, all these acts and all of these different laws passed as a result of not gun violence, Uncle Tay.
Straight.
Not gun violence, maniac, but gun possession, legal gun possession by people that they didn't want to have it, even though the Second Amendment says, what, sir? Everybody's allowed to.
Allowed to bear arms. Right.
Okay.
Everyone's allowed to have a gun.
And it is why you always hear that between the government and y'all ready for this? The National Rifle Association, that they got to want to start that shit? Let's get it popping up in this bitch.
You show fist to.
I'm fisting. So National Rifle Association is a U.S.-based nonprofit organization founded in 1871. 1871, right? Of course, they're responsible for promoting firearms safety and education, marksmanship, and they primarily acted as a powerful lobby group for the Second Amendment, all right, for gun rights, to advocate against gun control. So did we hear that? Listeners and my partners in cast, they fought against gun control unless you were the Black Panthers. You hear me? Now, at this point in time, the Black Panthers hadn't done nothing against the government, against the NRA, or against any government agencies. All they did was protect the hood against the government because they was coming in bringing dope, bringing liquor stores, pushing all the immigrants into the hoods, and making sure that wealth was not generated. So they wanted to protect what they had in the black and minority communities. Government didn't want that. They wanted to infiltrate that and make sure that they weren't allowed to thrive again like they did in the past. So Only thing they can do is say, man, we take their guns, they can't protect. What you think?
I hear what you're saying, and yeah, I can see where they got that. Where it does make sense from a point,
Okay.
but it's very unfortunate that that's what our country was built on, and that's where we've come from.
And
Because like, is our country not built off of the whole melting pot, the everyone's welcome, you know, like immigration, like everybody come, like, you know, like you free country, you can do
you're
what
asking
you want.
us a question that we've all been
That
asking
everyone's
for,
asking, right.
we've been asking for 400 years.
Exactly. Yeah, I get it.
So,
But
and
it's like
that's
if that's what we're built off of. I know that this is all true, but like, why is
you
why did these
confused me
things
just
happen?
a little bit in your tone when he started initially responding. I thought you were leaning on the, no, man, you got to prove that shit to me type of situation. But no, you said no. I know it's all true, and with that being understood, it's now people of Caucasian persuasion are starting to see, because of things that are coming up pertaining to the Second Amendment and laws, because of some of these organizations that we're getting ready to get into here pretty quickly. You already know where I'm going. I think you know me by now. You know I'm finna go in, right? Because I couldn't help myself. It's why my little promo video, if I could have gotten it out faster, I would have been way happier. I couldn't. I wanted that to be seen for a whole week if I could have, because I wanted people to know how I was feeling, like what was on my mind. But the militant comes out in me, and one thing that you will hear from me by the end of the show is that I can't do it by myself, and I'm not militant enough yet to get the word out by myself. It's gonna take Old Lunk Entertainment. It's gonna take me saying things. It's gonna say anybody who stands for what I stand for. Not telling y'all what y'all have to stand for, and I never will. But I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I'm always gonna tell you how I feel. And what I feel like is that these organizational groups have always put a chokehold on society when they want to. Like the NRA literally helped disarm groups of citizens that the government told them they needed to be a part of over $1. But at that time, the National Rifle Association was a group that was against them taking gun rights away. So it's crazy how they participated in something that they're against the whole time, which showed at that time, let's not talk about these days, but let's talk about at that time, showed the racism in that company. And I'm going to stand on that. And I said that shit straight off the muscle. Now, here's the thing. What I want to be understood is that, Maniac, we've seen some things lately that have a whole lot of people in their feelings because of now no one can deny what we're seeing.
True.
There are facts that can be misconstrued, and there's stuff that people can say, oh, well, it didn't look like... it don't matter. Now it's happening to...
This camera angle or that camera angle. Like,
Exactly.
I saw this point of view. Oh, but this point of view shows this. This point of view shows that.
And now it just shows simply that people are being murdered in the streets by people that are utilizing weaponry to hurt people, and they have no right to do so. That is where the argument comes in. But if you ask me, people are being murdered by organizations that are untrained, that are put in positions, that are showing racism, that are doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and I'm gonna stand on that. The thing about all this is,
I mostly agree with you.
no, you know,
I mostly
and when you
agree
don't,
with
you let me know. Let's go into just one of the videos real quick.
Look at this. Look at these. Where's your guys' warrant?
Stay back.
Where's your guys' warrant? No, where's your warrant? Where's the warrant?
Stand right there.
Where's the warrant?
I don't need one.
Yes, you do.
You heard that?
Where's the warrant? You guys do this?
Back. I need you to wrap that up.
I'm pretty sure they.
For what?
Stay back. Stop getting closer to me. Stay back there.
I'm back. I'm back. I ain't gonna do to you. I'm back. You guys have to leave. My lawyer is coming.
Good.
You guys want to get sued?
Empty.
What's your badge
Stay
number?
back.
No, I want to get you guys. All right.
This heal you inside your stuff.
Yes, you guys want to be back here.
Stand back here. You can record, but
I'm already back here. You guys haven't shown me. You guys haven't identified yourself. I don't know who the you guys are. Who the is that? What the is that?
federal agent.
I need a warrant. I need a warrant.
You do not need a warrant.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You know how you guys came in?
Listen, yeah,
illegally.
No.
You guys broke the window.
Yes, we did.
Because you guys don't have a warrant.
We don't need one.
Yes,
Stay
you
back here. Stay
do.
back here.
Hey, what the are you doing? I'm making sure he's safe.
No.
Excuse you.
I need you to leave it.
So, police officers need a warrant to
Correct.
come into your house to apprehend
They do.
even a fugitive.
Yes.
Here's the problem.
I think you're
Right
saying what I'm
now,
thinking.
armed assailants are able to come into your establishment with the law behind them that they're going after an illegal immigrant. So if you are deemed to be an illegal immigrant, there's no warrant required. That is why there's the difference in between a police officer right now and a border patrol / ICE agent that are all over running the streets. It allows our government, specifically a specific president, to be able to shoot skates up under you without going through the law. And now everybody's starting to see what the big deal is behind the ICE agents. That's why he's hired so many of them so fast. We'll talk about time in a minute, how fast these people are being put out there. That's why there's so many of them. There was never this many Border Patrol or ICE agents. They're everywhere right now. And they're able to run up in your shit and take you for no reason.
Yeah.
And people are
But as a federal agent, they don't need a warrant though. Okay, aside
Understood.
from
No,
assuming
I
that
agree with you.
it is genuinely an undocumented
But do you see the lane they're in? Do you see how this was structured in order to be able to go after people?
I can see that. Yes.
Okay. Our government is actually positioning themselves in power to where they cannot be no one can combat that power. No one can stand up against that power.
Putting
If you're
yourself
in the
a
way,
place where you can't
right,
rebuttal because they are acting under federal
law.
Right. I see. I see.
And
what
we'll
you're
get
saying,
into how federal these officers are. You hear me? We're gonna get into how federal they are because
meaning crooked. I'm sorry.
no, don't be sorry.
Because federal. I mean,
Yeah. You got me.
Like Sue James said, most of them never went to the police academy.
So, please pay attention because you know what, brother? I'm gonna hit on that in just a minute.
Tashawn James says, are you sure about you being the militant nearby or?
Who said that?
Tashawn James.
I don't know exactly what that says, but am I sure about being the militant? I'm militant minded. You remember what your boy KRS once said? I'm militant minded. I don't have I'm one of them, if the shit hit the fan, I'm ready type of people, but ain't no reason for me to run around doing too much hooping and hollering right now because, like you said, unless everyone decides that they want to become a part of a real movement, man, this shit is, Because you're not gonna see a whole bunch of black folks ripping and running right now out on the streets doing no protesting. Because we've already done that for so long that the protesting doesn't do any good for us. It's actually working right now that other people are protesting the same things that we stood for all these years. It's bringing more attention to the protest itself. The protest is now working because it's not us doing it. That's why everybody wants to know, well, how come black folks ain't saying nothing? Because we don't have to. We did it. We started the movement. The movement is being continued, and the Second Amendment is now being looked at, investigated, and not that it should go anywhere. It's being abused. It's being the government and the people that stand behind the amendments are being hypocrites because they're picking and choosing when there should or shouldn't be a Second Amendment, and how it should be enforced, and who should be liable for the legal ramifications of the Second Amendment. That's where the problem's coming in at. Check this out, y'all.
I think someone needs to call 911. They are seriously attacking me.
We'll call 911 right now.
Yep.
What's your location?
Call 911. I'm right at the corner of Jefferson.
What kind of car is that?
No, I will not. I will not get out of the car. No. I will not get out of the car. You guys, I need CEOs here now. No, I will not get out of the car. You can't do this. Get your hands off of me. Get your fucking hands off me. Get your hands off me. I am not doing shit. I am assertive. I am assertive.
Beer from these car lot.
So, no, but here's the thing. She
sounds American.
No. Did you read the caption? She works for the Midas Network.
I don't know what Midas is.
She works for the news. She works for a news agency. And they didn't like it because if I remember right, they didn't like it because she was filming. Because she was filming, the federal agents that are supposed to be trained chased her down in an unmarked vehicle, did y'all watch the video? Jumped out the vehicle with their guns drawn on somebody who had not committed a crime. This is why people are getting shot. This is why the Second Amendment part that they're using to pull guns out and be tyrants is totally different from when the Black Panthers were using guns to peacefully protect their neighborhoods and peacefully protest. They did in California. They were in California and they were peacefully protesting, and they were considered enemies of the state. But there was nothing they could do because everything was being televised at that time. So they cared more about it then because it would have been it probably would have started the biggest race war in history if they would have did something at that particular time. So what they did, they went after the Black Panther leaders. They secretly went after them and murdered them, and that's all a fact also. It's been proven. Back then, it was taboo. Now it's been proven that the government murdered Huey P. Newton, So, but when that type of stuff happens, it literally questions how free we really are. And the amendments that we stand on, these are the laws of the land, are being broken by our own government. That's where there becomes a big rift in the trust that people have. So local police, we talk all the time how local police were considered and or started the slave patrol. They are the start of what we call the slave patrol. The police came from slave patrol. There's no question about that. But
we talked a little bit about that last week.
We did. We actually did.
We did mention. We talked a little bit about that last week.
We did. But these police officers, they've had questionable policies when it came to, using the Second Amendment, and the support groups, the NRA again. Rights activists have debated back and forth when there's officer-involved shootings. Okay? So, believe it or not, we're going to leave the police alone. We're done with them. When I say we're done with them, as far as this show is concerned today, I don't have nothing to say about it. Cops ain't been doing shit, man. And I think now you're right. We did talk about that last week. Cops are in the clear right now.
Yeah.
Police officers are doing great.
All the heat's on ice. All the eyes are on ice right now.
And guess what?
Maybe that's for a reason.
Man, it might be for a reason.
What's really going on? What's going on behind the scenes? Come on, guys.
Hey, man, police happy the motherfucker right now.
Come on. We're distracted over here.
Now again, I'm gonna bring up something.
Off topic. Sorry.
No. It's really not though. But so let me ask you this. As I sip my drink that I'm sure one of you niggas can spit in, like that boy. That boy said, hey.
Case closer.
Yeah, you close. Yeah, he said you closer.
Stay closer.
Where are? Anybody ready? Anybody. Can anybody answer this question? All right. It says the comments were removed.
No. That was Sis with the comment was removed.
Okay.
That one that I read off earlier. That was Sis.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Where's Patriot Front and where are the Proud Boys? Can anybody find them? Anybody know where they at? If anybody is on this viewing right now, if y'all are watching the podcast, where is Patriot Front and where are the Proud Boys? You know where they are? Anybody know where they are? I can tell you.
Yes, sir. I know where they are.
Here you go, right here. I got my hand up, Coach. Coach, put me in. Ooh.
I know where they are.
They're ICE agents. They're all ICE agents. They've pretty much already proven it, but they're all ICE agents.
The Proud Boys were for BLM, right?
Well, they were way more than that. But yeah, they were. Proud Boys are the ones who combated the BLM protests and was out there trying to, they were doing all the marching. The Proud Boys are usually armed. Wait, yes. Patriot Front guys usually weren't armed. They kept their weapons put away. You know what I'm saying? They had them somewhere. But those are two white supremacy groups that were counter protesters. So anywhere there's a protest against the government, protest against Donald Trump, protest against anything that was anybody that was against white supremacy, they would show up and preach white supremacy. Okay, cool. First Amendment. They're welcome to do that. That's that. Y'all come on out. Don't touch me, and you won't get touched back. Mm-hmm. Cool. Y'all doing y'all's thing. Where the hell are they at? Let me call on somebody in the crowd. Uncle Tay, where they at, Uncle Tay?
Shit, they behind them masks that you see.
Man, what you talking about? They been behind the mask. They been behind the mask.
They the ones behind them masks.
Oh, let's start some shit here. The reason why, let's see here. So the ICE agents right now are made up of the Border Patrol agents, the Proud Boys, Patriot Front, bootlickers, and MAGA cult members. Bootlickers. Yeah, them bootlickers, man. If you lick the boot of the government and you just want to be a police because somebody said something you didn't like in third grade and shit, you said one day I'm going to be able to get them back and bust their head wide open with to the white meat with a billy club. There are people that are on the police force right now just because they got bullied one day or they think doing an eye for an eye is something that they, whatever. But those bootlickers that'll say anything to support the government or local police departments that are wrong, that are following
kissing ass.
They kissing ass. That's what a bootlicker is. They kissing ass. So those people, they're running around rampant, committing crimes. They're running around committing crimes with minimal amount of training. Okay? They don't have law training. They don't have de-escalation tactics. They don't have proper firearm trainings. And they don't have situational awareness and they don't have public relations training. You cannot get that in the amount of time that it takes to become a person off the streets and then become an ICE agent.
Is it 2 weeks?
Oh, if it was 2 weeks, I'd be appalled. I literally, that would be the most appalling thing. I'm finna run it down. You wanna know why? Because I studied it. And I know exactly how long it was. It's longer than that. It's longer than that. Okay. Now, let's get it popping. It takes about, and we're gonna go on them quick. See, police officers, I love y'all right now. We're gonna get y'all on out the way. It takes 6 months to a year with the basic academy training, 21 weeks to become a police officer, right? So it can take 6 months to a year to become a police officer, all right? And it takes 6 to 8 weeks of federal law enforcement training at Glencoe, Georgia, in Glencoe, Georgia, to become an ICE agent. 6 to 8 weeks. 6 to 8 weeks.
2 months.
That's 2 months to become a normal ICE agent. So now, one thing I did not look at, so let me not say, I don't know if you can come off the streets and just apply for a job as an ICE agent, or do you have to have prior law enforcement, prior security guard training? I don't know. But you cannot get, because police officers don't have it. Police officers will come out of the academy, been training for a year, and still get on the streets and don't know damn the first four amendments, which are the law. So if you're a police officer and you don't know the damn law, you're just enforcing policies, I think that they're not trained long enough. Now you're talking about they're in training for a damn near year.
They're not an effective police officer.
They're not effective police
they're
officers.
They're just enforcing policy because that's not their job.
So their
job is to enforce the law, not the policy.
Right. You're not a policy enforcement.
Right.
You're an officer of the goddamn law.
Yeah.
All right. Now, since you're an officer of the law, you should have proper legal training to some effect, at least on the main laws that you're going to be enforcing in your area. So maybe that's one thing that needs to be considered. Now, let's talk about these ICE agents, though. So 6 to 8 weeks to become a federal law enforcement training center ICE agent. It takes y'all ready for this? 9 to 12 months for a full-time student, 1,000 to 1,500 hours of instruction. Although some can complete this, I'm guaranteed this is not police training. Can complete it in as little as 6 months, depending on the student, to become a hairstylist. It take a year to become a god-dog-me hairstylist, but you can be an ICE agent outside busting people's ass, packing pistols, getting in people's face.
What the hell did you just say?
Supporting 6 to 8 weeks, and it takes a year to be a hairstylist, man. Wow. At minimum, it takes 6 months to be a hairstylist. So it takes more qualification to do hair than it do to enforce the law. Come on, government, let's fix this, man. You out there packing guns, man, and shooting people, and then you got our government and government officials, mainly on the right now, protecting and vouching for people that are unqualified to do their goddamn job.
Wow, bro.
Man, tell me something, man. Tell me if I'm crazy. Somebody on here tell me I'm crazy. Watch one of these motherfuckers say, Kurt, you crazy. Now.
What type of training are they going
Ah, shit. And here's the thing.
Because I know the academy, police academy, they go through various different.
Right, they go through firearms training. They might have to do yeah.
As you were saying, they're public relations.
You know what the movie Police Academy?
Situation de-escalation.
Yeah.
They're doing various different things.
They get to drive the cars through the cones and shit real fast and back.
Pit maneuvers.
High tower get to jump out and shit.
Depending on your city, depending on your jurisdiction.
Exactly. But I will tell you this. I'm going to do more investigating into finding out, and that will be my Are We Still Friends on another episode, where I can tell them and tell y'all exactly what the hell is going on with what pertaining to exactly what's involved in that training. Let's all know. Let's all find out together. If you have a chance, find out. Y'all can tell me. Maybe we can educate each other, which is the best thing to do. Each one teach one. Check this out, y'all.
When you perpetuate violence against a government because of ideological reasons and for reasons to resist and perpetuate violence, that is the definition of domestic terrorism. This individual who came with weapons and ammunition to stop a law enforcement operation of federal law enforcement officers committed an act of domestic terrorism. That's the facts.
Y'all heard what she said? They said
Domestic
he
terrorist.
came. He's considered a domestic terrorist because he was carrying. Well, she didn't say that. She didn't say because he's carrying his handgun legally. She didn't say. She said he came there with intent to stop law enforcement from basically doing their job. That you can't prove that.
Because he had a handgun?
You can't prove that.
Because he showed up carrying?
Because he legally.
So now is this? I just
sat up
is
and
this,
shit.
Is this left wing media trying to swing a story, or is this?
That's right wing media.
That's
right wing media.
That's right. What?
She's trying to swing the story to say that.
I can't stand that.
And look, the bad part about it, because it was her, that's why I put the video. She's saying that they're calling him a criminal without the damn As soon as the shit popped off, you had Donald Trump. I was going to say Bill Gates. Pam Bondi. You had all these people going in on him talking about he's this, he's that, he's this kind of criminal, this is what he did, and they hadn't seen shit. We're talking about the day of. There was nothing that came out. He was accused of being a terrorist.
Shot, right?
Huh?
The guy that got shot.
Yeah. Pretty. Yeah.
He was carrying, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, he was legal. And he is allowed to carry anywhere the hell he wants to. Just because it's a protest doesn't mean he cannot carry. Mm-hmm. He never brandished the weapon. He never pulled it out. He never touched it during the altercation. Mm-hmm. There are 77,000 videos out right now, I'm exaggerating of course, that show that he never even reached or touched his weapon.
A lot of angles.
He was shot after his weapon was removed from his body.
Where was he shot?
I'll put it like this. Since I didn't see it, and I don't know, he was shot in a place where he was not going to be able to tell his story. They said dead mans don't tell tales. You get more time for attempted murder than you do for murder. Did y'all know that? Most of the time. Man, when that son bitch can get on stage and say, oh my God, I can't move my whole right side, and now my kids is, I can't work no more. Man, they sue and fire and lock people away and whoever shot them, homeowners insurance got to pay. Man, it's a wreck. It's a whole wreck. You have all that being said about this man who peacefully protested, all right? And you got this shit here. That those same people.
Is this from your? Oh,
but that's Kyle.
God. Oh, Jesus.
That's Kyle Rittenhouse.
At 17 years old.
Drove
17 years old.
Across city lines with his fucking dad's gun.
He left.
Like.
Came back.
Don't do this. Anybody, don't fucking do this.
17 years old. Walked out brandishing the weapon. Had it in open. Popped somebody.
2 people. More than
Popped another
he's
person.
a kid. He was fucking. He shouldn't have been there. He shouldn't have had that gun.
No, he's a hero though.
He's not.
No. According to the people that are calling
the narrative,
pretty,
right?
According to the people that call the officer that shot the young lady that they said, she ran over him and he had to have internal bleeding and all that. When the man cussed her out and walked off and jumped in his own car and reaped around and threw his hands up, the man wasn't hurt. They call them two heroes and call them justified and call them protectors of public safety for killing people, but they call that man also a hero.
Bullshit.
So how are you going to have it this way on this situation and have it this way on this situation? Now, you know what we're happy about, Lamont? Me and you are happy about it. You can be happy about it also, okay? I'm going to give you permission to be happy about this. Wasn't no black folks involved. Do you hear me? Wasn't no black folks involved in the shootings. They wasn't shot, and they wasn't shot at, and they didn't do the shooting.
Now that you brought this up, and I just want to, just an observation. I just connected was that and it's not funny, but there is some humor. There's a little bit of comedy behind it. Is that this young man, this 17-year-old boy here, white, obviously, is called a hero, right? For being somewhere he should not have been, for bringing a gun somewhere he should not have been, driving a long distance to somewhere he
probably fast. Probably fast.
Oh, he was probably speeding. Oh, absolutely. With his dad's gun.
We can't prove that. But do you understand what I'm saying?
Let's just, yeah.
He was probably flying.
But it's crazy to see, and it's unfortunate as well, to see that this guy is considered a hero.
Yeah.
Right? And as we're talking about the Black Panthers, and they were ridiculed, they were...
For being peaceful.
For just protecting their own.
Yeah.
And now there's going to be people, and I guarantee it, there's going to be people that are going to argue that this young man was protecting his own.
No, they already have. That was the argument, that he was protecting somebody.
Exactly. But I'm going to go back and say he drove across state lines to be there. Those aren't his people. He's not protecting his own. He went out of his way to go to this place and be there and be part of this fucking
disturbance or whatever you want to call it.
Yes, right. This riot, disturbance, unrest, whatever you want to call it. He went out of his way to be part of this. These are not his people. He's not protecting, quote unquote, his people.
He could have walked off.
He's not a hero.
He could have walked off.
He could have stayed home.
If he was legally armed,
he could have stayed home.
Right. He could have stayed home. If he was legally armed, and you need to come to the defense of others, because that's me. I'll do that. I will defend my fellow man, no matter who they are. If I see them in a situation where they can't protect themselves, and there's a life or death situation, I will act, and I will not be afraid to do so. Now, with that being said, Pretty was protecting a woman who was being physically assaulted and abused, and there's a borderline where they say, "Oh, well, she was invading and she was violating some laws because she was in the street." And the officers told her to move, and this, that, and that. Well, an officer telling you to move, if you're not breaking the law, you don't have to follow a law that's not. If you're not breaking the law, you don't have to listen to cops. People forget that because a police officer tells you to do something, Cameron. If a police officer tells you to do something, you don't have to do it if you're not breaking the law. Did y'all hear me? I'm going to tell you one more time, and I stand on this shit. If you're not breaking the law and a cop tells you to do something, you are not obligated to do what the hell they tell you to do. They ain't your mama, they ain't your daddy, and they're not law enforcement because you're not breaking a law.
If
they
you
have
are
to
breaking
enforce
the law, though, just do what they say, because
if you're breaking the law, you should be doing what they say.
You're gonna get off easier. I'm just saying.
Right, 100%.
Coming from a white guy, all right. Hey, I'm just saying. Okay,
hey, man.
Leaving the topic. Okay, coming from me, all right. If you're breaking the law and you know they got you, just listen to them. Just do what they saying, okay?
He was riding with his white homeboy.
I've been on both sides of this, all right?
He said he got pulled over by the police, and he told the white boy told the officer, "Well, officer, I didn't know I couldn't do that." And they were like, "Well, now you know." He said, have a safe night. He said he drove off. He said, I was looking at my white homeboy like, what the hell? He said, because I had never seen no shit like that before. He said, hey, that's that privilege, mate. That's that privilege. What's up, fam? You all right?
Look at Cam.
What up, man?
Yeah, man. I'm here, man. I'm here for educational purposes, sir.
Okay. All right, well, listen in and enjoy. If you got something to say, man, put your hand up real high, man, you know what I'm saying? Because I might not be looking up there, man, or ring a bell or blow a horn or do something to the whistle. Look here, bro. I'm bent out of shape right now because I don't understand. No, in this situation, I don't understand. I don't. Don't argue with me right now because it's not going to turn out well because people are saying things that are appalling because they're trying to protect a narrative. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're trying to protect a narrative. The narrative is only that to keep Donald Trump's, let's just go on and say it, ICE agents out there they're going to protect the rights of those agents, untrained, not even qualified, volatile, racially motivated officers. And I'm standing on all that, off the muscle, square business. They're standing on, I'm going to stand on that. But they're also standing on protecting this shit. And I think it's wrong. I think everybody should think it's wrong.
Sorry, I was reading that.
Sorry, I was reading it.
What?
That's what Wannabe.
I was smiling from the.
What
my
Wannabe
bad.
say?
Wannabe say, that shit don't work for black people. Kurt, you on some bullshit.
But you would say some bullshit. You know what? You would say some fuck shit like that. You know what I'm saying, Wannabe? Because you always, you know what? Let me call him. You know why? He trying to hurt me, man. Let me call. He's trying to hurt me right now. Wannabe.
He's poking
Fuck
the
you,
buttons,
Wannabe.
right?
You know what I'm saying? Let me go and say it, man. He trying to put that camera, he trying to put that kid in my back. He tried to do that shit I used to do to them boys on that basketball court. You know, we go out, when you used to go hoop with me, man, I used to take that kid and put it in them boys' back. Get them all hyped up.
Man, we're talking about the basketball court with Ronnie James, man. That's a touchy subject right now.
Look, I'm going to tell you like
Let's
this,
not
though.
bring it up.
What y'all got to understand, what y'all got to understand is that when we're talking about the Second Amendment, we're talking about firearms. We're talking about the ability to protect yourself. Just that alone. Against tyrants. Against anyone who would come to steal your horse. I'm saying it like this for a reason. Y'all understand later on when I teach y'all a thing of six. Who's trying to steal your horse, who's trying to murder you or hurt you, okay, or trying to violate your rights. Do you know why I said those three things? Does anybody know? I said those three things because those are the only three laws that really exist. Did y'all know that? There's only three real laws for life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Stealing, killing, and violating directly someone's rights. That's it. Smoking weed is not a crime. Even doing drugs is not a crime. It's according to what they have developed to as crimes to make money, to collect from people, to tax the public on things and shit. He said my legs still. Who made it? He said his legs still hurt. That's Rick James talking about his legs still hurt.
No, that's Wannabe.
That's Wannabe. That's Wannabe. Last time we played 1-on-1, man.
Oh, you did it?
Oh, his leg.
I
didn't do it.
I'm going to stop the show for this.
I didn't do it. Okay.
He got injured.
He sustained an injury.
I didn't do it. I stand on that. I didn't do it.
So he was hurt. I'm gonna talk for my brother. He sustained an injury during the match.
It was 1-on-1, and yes.
You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something, man.
We got a DNF on that match.
I'm
waiting on the rematch, by the way.
Hey, we wait on the rematch.
I'm waiting on it.
Cam,
when you ready.
While we having a good time, man, this is perfect timing.
The dope joke.
So y'all check this out, man. My phone was jacking off the other day, right? So since my phone was jacking off, I was like, man, I don't know. Every time I push the call my girl, man, it go to voicemail or it go to, it wasn't acting right, man. Some of the calls wouldn't go through. So I hollered at my partners. I said, man, let me see your phone, man. He handed me his phone out, do. And I got on the phone and said, and I heard a little voice say, hello? And I said, hey, baby, what's going on? Everything okay? You sound a little different. She said, yeah, daddy, everything's okay. I'm eating a sandwich and Mama's upstairs with Uncle Charlie in the room. I said, Uncle Charlie? Hold up. I said, oh shit, me and your mama ain't got no motherfucking Uncle Charlie. I said, Uncle Charlie? She said, yeah, they're in the room and they're locked up and they've been in there for a little while. And I said, okay, baby. I said, do this for daddy. I said, put the phone down, go upstairs real fast, and beat on the door and tell your mama, daddy just pulled up in the driveway. Go do that right now. Hurry up, baby. So I heard her put the phone down. I heard she ran up the steps and I'm sure she knocked on the door. Man, about 60-something seconds later, she come running back down the stairs. And I said, did you do what I asked you to do? She said, yes, sir. And I said, okay. I said, well, step back. I said, because we don't know what's finna happen. She said, huh? And I said, what do you see? And she said, oh, Lord, Daddy. And I said, what's going on, baby? She said, Mama just came out the room naked in a panic. And she fell down the stairs, and she's at the bottom of the stairs on the concrete, and she not moving. And I said, oh, really? I said, well, baby, run up them steps and see where Uncle Charlie at. So she ran up the stairs, and she breathed hard. She get to the top of the steps. She say, Daddy, Uncle Charlie done jumped out the window, and he tried to make it into the pool, but he missed, and he on the ground, and he ain't moving either. And I said, oh. And I was taken back for a second because I learned two things in this situation. Number one, for some reason, two people might not make it. Okay? and the other thing I learned was that I ain't got no goddamn swimming pool, so I think I called the wrong number, so I had to hang up and shit. I hung up on that little girl, my nigga. That was not my house. I got the wrong number, bro.
Charlie.
Shit. Woo. He said he missed the pool. I was like, wait, man, ain't no pool in my house, man. Shit, what you talking about?
We in the hood, man. We in the hood, man.
She said Uncle Charlie jumped out and missed the pool. Y'all check this out real quick.
He came with a gun and stuck himself in the middle of a riot.
You heard that, right?
That's like I-35 is a few miles from here. People are driving 85 miles an hour on it. And if I just stood on the side of the road, just ran out in front of cars, somebody hits me, it's not their fault.
There is an obligation on the part of somebody carrying a concealed weapon, whether properly permitted or not, but especially when properly permitted. You need to use reasonable judgment and you need to follow the law. The Second Amendment does not come without some responsibility. So shame on that individual for creating the very consequences that ultimately cost him his life, unfortunately.
Don't let the left kid you with this, that this is just a normal protest where people are peacefully protesting. No, it's not. Peaceful protesters don't have 9mm weapons with 2 extra magazines.
Unbelievable. Absolutely. What's particularly unbelievable about that compilation that we just showed you guys is that it started with Alex Jones, the guy who lied about Sandy Hook being a false flag by the government so they can steal your guns. And here he is making an argument that provides cover for the Trump administration as they're claiming that this public execution was justified because Preddy was in possession of a legal gun that he never even brandished.
They didn't know the man had a damn gun until they wrestled him on the ground and the shirt came up. Do you see the narrative? So they're painting a picture of this man he walked in with a gun and they act like he had a gun in his hand when he walked in there, and Alex Jones said he injected himself into a protest. He didn't say peaceful. He said he injected himself into a protest. That's the same as me going. Alex Jones is in Austin. His studio's not. He says the same as me going out on I-35 and jumping out on the highway in front of cars going to 85 miles per hour and expecting not to get hit. It's not the fucking same thing.
Not at all.
This man went out there to protest, and he never got involved in the protest. He didn't get involved in the protest until he tried to help a woman who was being pushed, and she was being arguably. Now, see, I don't know how to argue about that because I don't know what happened. I don't know what she said. I don't know if she pushed somebody. She did. She was pushed on the ground, and he said, "Hold on, y'all, goddamn, let me help her up. Why y'all beating on the woman?" And when he did this, they knocked his hand away and sprayed him in the face. And then after that, man, shit, you gonna start doing all kind of shit. You get sprayed in the face, you can't see, you can't breathe, you can't. I've been sprayed.
I heard that.
I know what the hell happened.
The day before this all happened, that he was out there pushing around and being very.
So the narrative is that a week before that, he kicked a tail light out on a truck. They're still talking about facial recognition says it was him, and the guy was dressed like him. And if you ask me, you want me on my real opinion? It probably might have been. It looked like him. Do I know it was him? They haven't even proven that it was him yet. But somebody like him kicked the tail light out. They jumped out of the truck and said, "Hey, get your ass back!" And then after they did that, they jumped back in the truck and drove off. So, with that being said, that's exactly what happened. If he did something wrong right then, he kicked the tail light. That's physical damage. Arrest him, right? He might have had a gun on him then. If he had one of those, he might have. So arrest him, and then this shit would have never happened, and he would be alive, right? So the fact that they didn't arrest him then for doing something that he did, they turn around a week later and he didn't do shit but try to protect somebody without the weapon being out, and they killed the man. And then they try to say he was resisting. How the hell you resist with pepper spray in your face and 6 motherfuckers on your back?
They spray the player. They spray the
player.
When you say it though, like they say a week beforehand that he was dressed the same. To me, when you say that to me, and I guess law and courts are going to look at different law enforcement, whatever. To me, that stands no ground because it was a week in advance, and today you're wearing this outfit. Yeah. A week from now,
I've never worn the same clothes on this show.
Are you going to be wearing, regardless of the show?
I've never worn the same clothes on my show,
regardless of the show.
Hey, yo.
Look,
I'm gonna holler at y'all boys. Y'all be good.
All right,
hold on, wait, hold on. Let me go. Wait. All right, go for it.
What'd he say? What did he say he was gonna do?
I said I'm gonna holler at y'all.
No, he said he was out.
I'm gonna holler at y'all, family. Holler at you later on, baby.
All right, bro. Be easy.
So, week prior, just say it was him. Say he had the same shit. He committed a crime. Arrest him.
Yeah.
The crime that he committed the week before was physical damage and possibly trying to, now you can say because he kicked the tail light out, as a result of kicking the tail light out, they had to stop, and then you could put that together and say he was hindering ICE agents from doing their tasks, or whatever.
You'd pull it to destruction of government property to
right.
inhibiting ICE agents.
Crimes.
You could swing it multiple ways.
The day
or
of getting
all of them
shot,
at once, depending on
the only thing he was doing was saying, "Come on, fellas." Whether he cussed at him, no matter what. He told me, well, he was cussing. How do you know? Nobody can hear the words. If he was cussing, the First Amendment protects his cussing. Second of all, he didn't brandish anything, and he had his Second Amendment right to have his gun and 18 magazines on him if he want to. He can have as much. Is it smart? Never said it was smart for unless I know that me and the NFAC is walking around. Y'all know what the NFAC is? The Not Fucking Around Coalition. Y'all, that's a real coalition.
Not Fucking Around Coalition.
Look it up. Look it up right now. Either one of y'all pull your phone. Look it up.
Nah,
it's an all black. Well, I don't know if it has to. You have to be
I
black.
don't bring my phone in the studio. Come on.
Well, it's a group of gun rights activists that are all black, and they show up at times when like the Proud Boys and stuff like that are there. Well, their leader got incarcerated.
Are they paid to do this?
No, they're not paid. No. They do it out of having rights.
Just asking.
Yeah, they're doing it for the love of the rights that all Americans should have. So
now are the Proud Boys paid to do it before they became ICE agents?
No, just like the KKK, Proud Boys and Patriot Front, and all of they're KKK members. All they're trying to stand for protecting this country's whiteness. It's like, what? Nobody's after your whiteness. The only person that's after the whiteness is maybe some young black boys or something. They want some of them girls with them white girls with them big booties or something. I don't know.
Okay.
For some reason, when they see a white girl with a big booty, they're going after her. They're going we got to take her from the white girl.
I get it.
That's different. That's how they feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't get her.
Step off, bro.
Yeah.
Let me have some for me.
You better grab you one, man. These young brothers, man. You ain't lying. They see one of them white girls with them big booties, boy. Now that's
save something for the rest.
Hey, that's watering down y'all's race right
there.
For
the rest. Come on.
Shit. But hold on, but black men, white men like black women. Can I tell y'all something? I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is off the topic of the Second Amendment, but shit, man, when we used to be in the clubs, I'm just gonna say it that way. And okay, I'm gonna give myself. The girls be dancing. If you look, anytime you looked around the room and you seen the older white cats, I guarantee you 99% of the time it was always a black girl dancing for them.
Oh, for sure.
I know. You ain't got. We actually did a motherfucking a straw poll and a tally on 1 week on watching this because at one point in time I was in there. I used to work doing security. You know what I'm saying? At a dance hall. You know what I'm saying? We said a dance hall. But I was doing security at one of the dance halls. You know what I'm saying? And we used to talk about it. They said, "Kurt, man, what you think?" I said, "Man, yeah." I said, "Watch when he come in, man. He gonna grab him a sister girl." You know what I'm saying? And it was almost 100%, man. So y'all don't get to talk about it's just the young brothers picking up the white girls, man. Them old men, man, they can scoop some of them young sisters up, man. They'll do it too, man. So yeah, but protect in defense of someone else. That man died. That's all it is to it. Okay. Let me find. I have another because everything else as far as discussions is pretty much a wrap up. What had happened?
I want to be here. Man, we know you used to like Snow Bunny.
Get out of here.
Huh?
Get out of here.
He said
Get back on top.
Get out of here.
What did he say?
Man, we know you used to like them Snow Bunnies.
Oh no,
we
he
back
said
on
it to
top.
me. I thought you were saying he was like them snow bunnies. Nah,
No,
boy.
he tell
Hey, you ask my people, boy. I ain't never been a snow bunny person. You know what I'm saying? All women are beautiful,
Hey,
but
man, you
but,
know you don't like the cold, man. What you doing?
What
you doing hanging out in the snow,
Hey, so my
man?
son got a guy.
You know you don't like
Look,
the
man,
cold, man.
My son got a friend, man, and we always be on his head because my son said, "Dad," my partner say, "if it ain't snowing, he ain't going." I said, "You tell your homeboy he going to have to find him some variety in his shit there. You know what I'm saying? So he can ride with you every now and then."
Tell him, you know it's cold out there, right?
Yeah, it's cold. Yeah, it's hard
You
out
know
here.
it's cold out there, right? You know it's cold in the snow, right?
Shit. All right, y'all check this one out.
You cannot bring a firearm loaded with multiple magazines to any sort of protest that you want. It's that simple. You don't have that right to break the law and incite violence.
I am sorry that this gentleman is dead, but he did bring a 9mm semi-automatic weapon with 2 cartridges to what was supposed to be a peaceful protest. I've been to a protest. Guess what? I didn't bring a gun. I brought a billboard.
I don't know of any peaceful protester that shows up with a gun and ammunition rather than a sign.
Conservatives who for years boasted about being staunch Second Amendment defenders are suddenly changing their tune following the slaying of ICU nurse and ICE protester Alex Preddy in Minnesota. Now, Kash Patel, Scott Bessent, and Kristi Noem all suggested that federal agents were justified in shooting Preddy because he had the audacity to legally carry a concealed firearm. A firearm he never brandished, a firearm he never threatened anyone with, a firearm that remained in his holster the entirety of the time until federal agents disarmed him and then proceeded to fire 10 rounds and kill him.
So let me ask y'all this. Who's chiming in? Why did they shoot him? Lamont, you chimed in on this earlier. Why they shoot him 10 times?
Who's that?
Are you there? You there? You there? Look at
we don't see nobody.
What the?
Oh, that's my baby. What's up, boy?
What's up, boy? What's happening?
Hold on for a minute. I thought that was what's our homeboy name? 1159.
Let me turn the light on real quick.
DJ, I thought you was 1159 at first. All we saw was darkness. I got a homeboy that's so black we call him 1159. He 1 dot away from midnight black. Yeah.
Hey, Kurt, go to hell in behalf of all us chocolate.
Huh?
Yeah,
Hey,
go to hell.
Blue black. I'm talking
light bright.
Purple. Look, they call you light bright, DJ.
He said blue black.
Yeah, blue black.
No man, dark club black.
We talking about Blade black. We talking about Wesley Snipes black.
No. I got one for you.
Snips?
Blackout Curtis black.
Them shades in my bedroom black. We got these things that blind. It's like a shade. It roll down. It black out your whole room and shit. Yeah. What's going on, baby? What you think? What you think about this whole situation as far as the Second Amendment and the way that the government has flip-flopped to protect their narrative? You know what that is? You know what that means? They're protecting the guys who are shooting and killing people unjustified now after defending it a while back. Ain't that crazy?
See, I feel like they've always been biased to a certain point. Like the Second Amendment used to stand on something to a certain group of people.
Right.
I should say.
Right.
So, or it's like nowadays, it's like it still stands on that certain group of people, but now it's more enforced to where they just blankly don't care.
Right. It's a narrative now.
So it's like now, like you've been preaching to us as your kids and the family is like, we need to stay up on our laws more than ever now.
Is that okay? Hold on. You're my oldest child. All right. What does Dad preach? Don't I preach? Please, y'all get y'all a gun. Please don't y'all protect. I'm an advocate for guns. I stand with the right when it comes to gun rights. I believe that everybody should be able to protect themselves. I tell y'all, learn how to shoot. Learn how to protect yourself. Learn how to properly carry. Be safe. Don't brandish your weapons. I preach this stuff to y'all. You know I do. Only use it if you have to. Don't pull your gun out and shoot nobody when you can whoop his ass. You know, that part.
Don't let him.
Ain't that what you always say, baby? That part right there.
Your gun either.
Huh?
Don't let him get control of your gun either.
Well, in the hood, if you got a pistol, you're supposed to hand it to your partner while you go on and scuff a nigga up and then get your pistol back when you're done. Win, lose, or draw.
Yep.
So, Cameron, DJ, I don't know if you're looking at the comments. Cameron said, DJ.
What's up with it?
Yeah, he was just on a second ago. I don't know if you were watching. But the problem with this is, though, son, is that America is going to hell in a handbasket if we don't unite as people. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, gay, straight. Everybody needs to come together and say, hey, look, this is bullshit. We need to stand together and get this crap away from here. And we need to stop letting our eyes be smoke and mirrored and pay attention to the task at hand, which is these Epstein files and all these pedophiles and this worldwide trafficking ring that's really taking place in broad daylight in front of our eyes, and they're trying to cover it up and hide it.
Mossad agents and all
yes,
kinds of bullshit.
that's what's going on.
That's what I'm saying about a lot, because of the fact that, matter of fact, I'm going to say when I was incarcerated, everybody always wanted to watch me be like, oh, well, this could happen, or this happened.
Oh, when you was in college? You was in college, yeah.
Incarcerated.
Yeah.
No, I know he was gone for a long time, yeah. My baby.
What God saying was the fact that they're going to show you all this fake news to deter you away from the actual news that matters and stuff that's really going on.
Right.
Stuff that do behind y'all back.
Because if you're just watching the news,
situation.
that's all you know.
Well, the problem is this. Depending on what I learned today, and I didn't learn this today, but what reinforced it today is I have a good friend of mine who, no matter what, when he and I talk, our views are so far apart. But me and him in a daily life, we agree on everything. But as soon as politics comes into it, or we start talking about stuff like this, his view is because he watches one set of media, and I watch all the media. So I'm telling him, look, watch both sides so that you can have a good view. So when I showed him that what I had on these subjects, he started going, oh, well, I had never seen that before. And I said, but you said you've seen all the videos. How come you didn't see what I just showed you? I showed you the same video. He said, well, that part wasn't in the video that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
So all I did was show you it was clipped. I showed you the whole video. I showed you where you said you thought he put his hands on somebody and this, that, and the third. No. That didn't happen.
I see
that's the narrative.
I see a lot of that between me and my girlfriend. She, and like this comes back to we talked a little bit last week about media and normalization, right?
Normalization.
And how
where's Peanut? Normalization, Peanut.
And the media and the algorithm normalizes different things for different people.
Right. 100%.
You know,
100%.
And so my girlfriend will be like, have you seen this? Have you seen this? Have you seen what Ice is doing? And like, I can tell by what she's telling me, by what she's like,
watched.
Have you seen this?
Right.
And I'm like, your social media is obviously very left leaning.
Right.
which is fine. It's not a problem. It's just like she's getting fed different content than I am getting fed.
But I'm more left leaning, and the content coming from the left is more true than the content coming from the right, bro.
But I'm getting a lot more left leaning, and then honestly, like I don't react with a lot of political stuff. So like I get a lot more just like filler content,
No,
like, whatever.
understood, right?
You know, just funny stuff, funny stuff, and whatever. And so like that's because I don't. I can't bother myself too much with too much outside of my personal reality.
But you need to.
I know.
This is what I tell people all the time.
right?
See
I know.
and don't I talk to you about that all the time?
sure.
DJ, you've heard Dad say, the problem right now is that so many people say, oh, well, that doesn't concern me, until it does. When somebody in your family, God forbid, gets... Wait till I sum the show up and you'll understand what I'm saying. You're going to overstand what I'm saying. Until somebody in your family gets their head bust wide open by ICE, and you're going to be like, they wouldn't do anything. They're white. It's coming to the point right now where they don't give a fuck. As soon as you walk across the street near an ICE agent, he says, get on the sidewalk. And you say, fuck you, I ain't doing nothing wrong. Get away from me. And they come over there and bust your head wide open, and you in ICU, then you're going to care. See what I'm saying? So this is the problem that black people have talked about a long time, is that white folks have never cared. It's part of what we discussed earlier about how that we're glad that there's nobody black involved anywhere in this. Because now white people are able to see that it can happen to y'all. So y'all need to care. Now, and now I'm going to go back to that. I will revert back to that when I sum up the show. Because that's part of how I end the show. Because there's something that I haven't told yet that's going to shock all of y'all, and it's going to blend all this together. Something happened as of, what's today, 6th? Tell you what's today, the 6th?
Today is...
Somebody tell me, because I don't know.
It's the 4th.
Damn, what the hell am I talking about?
It's the 4th.
So as of yesterday, I think, something had happened as of yesterday legally that changed all this shit. No, not that. No.
I'm kidding. But he did do that.
Hold on.
He did do that.
What'd I do?
No, he did do that. No, Trump. He did do that.
He's
the marijuana thing.
Yeah, but it don't make a difference in Texas. Yeah. It's a state by state case. But y'all have to understand there's a lot going on that people aren't paying attention to. That's going to make a big deal that more than just Hispanic people are going to have to protect themselves and pay attention to their surroundings at all times. Let's do this. Let me go ahead and I think I got one more video I want y'all to see. Check this out.
And you also heard Noam and Kash Patel, FBI director, unfortunately, claim earlier that peaceful protesters don't show up with guns. Now, Donald Trump made that same argument to the Wall Street Journal, saying, I don't like it when somebody goes to a protest and he's got a very powerful, fully loaded gun with 2 magazines loaded up with bullets.
Very powerful.
Now, Dana Lash, former spokesperson for the National Rifle Association.
Hold on, I can pause. I forgot about that. Yeah. Did you hear the narrative?
Very powerful.
Very powerful.
9mm?
What? Hold on. But 9mm is the standard. It's the standard,
right?
So wait. Let me ask you this.
Standard. That's not.
What's more powerful?
Yes, it's powerful. Yes, it'll do the job. It'll do more than the job.
Over yonder, they got tanks shooting at certain specific foreigners.
It's not a 300 black.
No. That don't matter. That doesn't matter.
You know what I'm saying?
Imagine this picture right here. They have tanks shooting at buildings, making rocks, right? Making rubble. These motherfuckers is chunking rocks at the motherfuckers with the tanks and the soldiers over there while they shooting bullets and stuff, making more rocks, right? So rocks are effective, right? But it's not high powered, right? The tank is high powered. You got these son of guns saying that, painting the narrative of a 9mm being every gun's high powered. Technically, it's high powered than throwing a rock, right? It's more high powered than a sharp stick.
Okay.
You can't punch as hard as a bullet.
Yeah.
So I agree with that part. But why would you say high powered with multiple magazines,
multiple clips, whatever.
When it's just a 9mm handgun? It's the standard handgun that
and
80% of the people carry.
Your average concealed carry person would probably carry an additional magazine.
They had a whole...
Maybe two. So with what she's saying, your average person could potentially, then this is within reason of a concealed carry person, to carry 2 extra magazines. Then that's I'll admit that's a little bit on the high range, but an additional magazine is understandable.
Well, okay, and they're making it seem like it's something strange. So listen to this: if you,
but 2 isn't a stretch, is what I'm trying to say. 2 extra magazines is not a stretch.
Daryl Wise, what's up, baby? What's up, D Wise, baby? Look out, man. Ain't talked to you in a while, man. Holler at your boy one day. But peep this, Maniac. Here's the problem. You're 100% right. A lot of holsters that are on the market today, I don't know nothing about them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you like this: I know that a lot of holsters, that are on the market today. The main thing that their selling point is a spot for an additional magazine.
Yeah.
Because everybody, just like for a while, everybody was talking about prepping. Get you an underground tunnel. Get you a this. Get you 18 cases of water and some MREs and come on,
boxes
man.
of food.
Yeah, there's fads.
Rice, whatever.
I want an underground bunker. I'm going to get an underground bunker. You say, why, Kurt? Man, don't worry about it, man. It's my own personal choice, man. I want an underground bunker. I'm going to get me one.
I'm going to call you when it goes down. I'm going to call you when it goes down.
When it goes down, everybody will try to run over there and hide at me. No, y'all keep y'all ass on the yonder. Don't come over here in my underground bunker. You see what I'm saying? But you have to understand one thing. Certain areas of sales, certain areas of overstanding, people are going to give you options for the ability to have the extra. Now I cut her off because the point was made, but you do have to think about the narratives that are being painted to protect what is no longer stood for, which is that Second Amendment. Our government's supposed to be standing on the Second Amendment, but they're always going to combat it when their narrative is to disarm the public, Tay. They're trying to disarm the public to make sure that they're the only ones to have the power. It's no fun when what? When the rabbit got the gun. Okay? They don't want the public to be able to arm themselves at this point. 5, 10, 6 years ago, it was fine.
You seen the movie, the Disney movie Bug's Life?
What you mean? Bug's Life is...
Bug's Life.
People don't know what Bug's Life is about.
I know, right?
They don't watch it.
They watch it, but they don't
understand. They're not comprehending. They're not putting it together,
man.
They
don't get what's going on.
And Bug's Life is something deep. If you've never watched a Bug's Life, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
Watch it as an adult. That's what I'm going to say.
Don't watch it with your kids.
Watch it as an adult.
There you go.
With your adult mindset, go back and rewatch A Bug's Life.
Watch A Bug's Life.
Tell me what you think. Put it in the comments. Tell me what you think.
It's very important.
Come back and comment and tell me what you think. Because that movie is deeper than you would imagine. So much more truth.
Man, you ain't got nothing to talk about, man. You're welcome to the show. Call me one day or call Lamont. Hey, man, we can figure out where to put you in, man, if you want to be on the show, man, if you got something to talk about, man, or you just have good insight.
You can join right now.
Yeah, you actually can be on the show right now.
Really, you can join right now. All you got to do is hit join. You on Facebook, I see?
Come on.
You can just hit join.
All is welcome.
Who was that? Who's still talking? My Bubba?
Is that Cam?
DJ.
Cam still?
That's DJ.
Oh, DJ. Oh.
I heard somebody. I thought you had disappeared. Boy, disappeared. You remember disappeared? You remember your little sister? You say disappeared. Yeah. Carrie, you say, Daddy, somebody disappeared. I said, nah, baby, he's still there. You know what I'm saying? So, this is what you guys need to hear for a second. They're doing warrantless arrest and searches while looking for undocumented immigrants, okay? On February the 3rd, the temporary status of 350,000 Haitian immigrants will expire. I'm gonna take my shit out for a second.
Is it February 3rd?
February 3rd.
Already passed. Oh no.
That was
yesterday.
Yesterday. Yeah. That's why I was asking about the date, because I said there's stuff that I haven't, that I'm a son to show up with that y'all have to understand. That's why I'm asking specific stuff.
Yesterday.
350,000 Haitian immigrants. Shit expired yesterday. And you say, man, who cares? What does that mean? It's very, very important.
Like,
what
with
skin
green
color?
cards? With green cards?
They let their stuff expire, or their paperwork expires. So in order for them to re-get their paperwork, there's two things they gotta do. They gotta leave or reapply.
Reapply.
Now, what we know right now is that if you are from Mexico, or you're an immigrant, I mean, mainly it's not they're keying in on specific people. Even in the process, the application process, they're snatching people up. Do we all agree? Yeah, we all seen that? We know that's a fact, right? They're snatching people up that are applying and going through the proper channels, right? Now, what's the difference between them and Haitians? You know what the difference between a Mexican and a Haitian is? Their skin color.
The tone.
The tone of their skin.
Skin tone.
Lamont.
One's a little bit darker.
Uncle Tay.
Well, should we bring back to 2007?
Well, hold on. We can. Yes, we can.
With the Haitians.
But that didn't matter because they were protected. As of yesterday, there's no more protection for Haitian residents in the United States. Where are they at? Did they leave already? No, they're still here. So in the process, if the government feels like they need to start rounding people up, what does that allow, Uncle Tay? That allows them to walk up to Lamont Washington's door and say, hey man, we think you Haitian. Come on with us. Sure. Are we following? Are we following now? Now, all of a sudden, like we're all in Nazi Germany, Maniac, they can start walking up to not just you, because your skin might be a little bit, when you're tanned, you might be like, can you talk? Let's see if are you Mexican?
Yeah,
are you okay? Yeah. They walk up to me and be like, well, even though you light skinned, man, you look like a brother, man. Are you Haitian? You know, some of us look Haitian.
As
you know
far
what I'm
as
saying?
I know, like Haitians are dark. Okay. Haitians are dark. Okay. I ain't trying to be, you know what I'm saying?
No.
But from what I know, Haitians
I
are
didn't bring the
dark,
point up because of
okay?
me. I didn't bring the
I think you're good.
I didn't bring the point up because of you, and I didn't bring the point up because of him. I brought the point up because I'm a black man. And I brought the point up because you're a black man. And I brought the point up because you might be a protester. I brought the point up because a lot of my kinfolks are black people. And because Haitians now are in the mix of people that might be rounding up, that allows our government to come at every single black person and stop them for no motherfucking reason and ask us for our paperwork and decide on their own if they should take you in, hold you, and you can be disappeared for a long time before your family finds you. And you're saying, is that the way it works? Ask a whole bunch of citizens that are from below the border and that are here seeking asylum in the process of citizenship that they're taking and hiding and nobody knows where the hell they are. It is Slave Patrol 2026 at the hands of our government. If you think I'm bullshitting, look it up. February the 3rd, 2026, 350,000 Haitian immigrants, paperwork has expired and they have to reapply or something to that effect. I'm not 100% but I know they should expired. How about that? Every one of y'all dark-skinned people out there is in danger as of now. If you think it's a joke, call me later or apply when y'all say, man, Kurt, we thought you was bullshitting, man. This what happened to my cousin. We're going to find out. What's going on, man?
Wanna be. Say.
What wanna be say?
Go ahead.
What we said. Send the Mexicans back to send all their asses back. We are natural born citizens. They gonna send us to it's just the rest of America seeing what black people been going through.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing, maniac. Don't say nothing. Let me go in on wanna be real quick. Let me go in on it real quick.
Go ahead. You know I want to. You know I'm about to jump in. You know I want to jump in.
Does this raise up? Do this raise up?
I'll
Look,
let
look.
you.
Do this raise up?
I'll let you take care of him right now.
Want to be famous?
I'll let you take care of him right now.
Want to be famous?
Right.
This is a country called the United States of America, formerly known as Turtle Island, before Christopher Columbus and his bullshit ass kinfolks came this way. Turtle Island was inhabited by people of color hundreds and thousands of years before any people of Caucasian persuasion ever donned these premises. This country belongs to the people that the racist son of a bitches are trying to remove from it. All of California, Texas, Nevada, all these states, Arizona, New Mexico,
the whole Southwest.
All the Southwest belongs to Mexico. It was all part of Turtle Island. Mexico was all this land belongs to Black and Mexican people. If you are of south of the border descent and you are part of ancient African descent, because we all came from Africa, and you inhabited these lands before Christopher Columbus, you cannot tell us to leave or get out of a country that belongs to us. So when people, even like you, my brothers, say things like that, you actually kind of offend me because you're not educated. You may be saying it for comedic value, but I do want to tell you that you need to understand that this land belongs to them as much as it belongs to us. And that our government needs to know that. And that's why I say as soon as everyone gets on the same page and stands up for your brothers and sisters and not just say, well, no, we only need to stand up for black folks. Or they say we only need to stand up for Mexican people. Or white folks say we only need to stand up for ourselves. No, man, we need to come together because it's us against them. And when I say them, I mean the government. Stand up against your government and stand up for your brothers and sisters in life.
Can I add this real
quick? Add something. Yes, sir.
Yes, right now it might be aimed predominantly at black people.
Right.
Right? And yes, it shouldn't be like that. Yes, we should have more equality, more, equal standards, if you will.
Right.
But what we're getting at is that there was people before the black people that me as a white person, like my people, right? Like the white people, we put them down first, because they were here and we wanted their shit, right? The Native Americans, right? We came, we destroyed.
Well, you're repeating what I said, but where you're off at real quick, I wanted to educate you real quick. And I'm sorry to interrupt you. Is that you're painting the narrative that I just corrected. And what that was is that people always say, when they talk about the United States, and they talk about the Indians, like there were only people of brown skin, like Mexican people here. No, there were dark skin. There are people of African descent that were here. Christopher Columbus actually saw black people before they saw any Indian-looking people. We are the original American Indians.
I thought we brought. No.
I'm
not being racist at all.
No.
I'm just saying. I thought we brought.
History was told in
the
reverse.
Black people over through slavery.
History was told in reverse. No, the real slaves that came here in masses of tens of thousands came from Europe.
I just want y'all to know, the people, that this is
educational for you too.
This is called indoctrination. Okay,
yes,
no, not education. No, this is called indoctrination. Okay,
right here.
Now this is a white guy, right? Okay, coming up through public education by the U.S. government, right? I'm learning this right now. Right?
I appreciate that.
And
that's all it's about.
And I can admit that.
Because I can prove to you what I'm saying.
I was not taught all of this through my indoctrination education.
Do you remember me saying when you first saw me, and I was telling you that if you grew up in the public school system, you're a racist? Isn't that what I said? And I said, it don't matter if you're white or black or whatever. We're all racist because we were taught things, we were indoctrinated a certain way that allowed us to view things a certain way. It put on us the effectiveness of certain laws. It put on us the certain way we should view certain things. It told us that our speech was only this way. It told us that only certain people had the Second Amendment to defend themselves. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So all of us have to go through all of this stuff until we learn. And the important part about dealing with me is that I do my research. I don't just say, oh, because I heard it from Fox, or I heard it from NBC, or I heard it from left-leaning or right-leaning. No, I will read and do exactly what it takes to find out the truth. Not the facts, but the truth, because the truth is the truth. People say, oh, it's your truth or their truth. No, there's also an ultimate truth also. And the ultimate truth no one can combat. But at the same time, I appreciate you. I ain't gonna lie. Anybody who can say, this is what I was taught, so this is why I speak this way, or this is why. And a lot of people don't give people grace who were taught bad and don't know any better. And you just said, well, I don't know no better because I was, man, I appreciate that. I really do. You don't know how much I appreciate that. And that's why I want you to continue to overstand and be a part of this show so that you can further pass along our knowledge, our wisdom, and our game. Let me sum this up, y'all. Check this out. This is what I want all of y'all to do, okay? Like I said, this is not Nazi Germany. But because of our new findings, I'm serious. Who was that?
Cam.
What Cam say?
I ain't never met a Caucasian with the last name Columbus. Just saying.
Hey, Lino, man, shut your ass up, because I ain't never thought about that.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
Tell who name is Columbus that you grew up with?
My full name is Christopher, though.
Man, my Mexican brother that lived across the street from me name was Christopher. You know what I'm saying? So, but do you know anybody named Columbus with their last name Columbus? Shit, you white don't know. You might be
the closest.
Columbo.
The closest.
You remember Columbo?
So being from Colorado, our state flower is the Columbine.
I know, yeah, right.
And of course, the Columbine shooting, and that's very unfortunate. But the state flower, right?
Yeah,
is the Columbine.
That ain't Christopher Columbus though, man.
But
so
you can see where it potentially came from.
No, his dick didn't work.
Columbine, Columbus.
No, his dick didn't work. Because Andrew Jackson. And wait, what DJ?
He's
DJ, you still on there?
He's still there.
Look at Wannabe.
Tay, you took him off, and we don't know he's there.
No, he's there. Yeah. Because when y'all talking, it's the screen. I'm trying to get y'all full.
No, that's cool. No, that's cool.
But check it out. Wannabe said, Wannabe trying to blame his whatever he wrote that last round. He's trying to blame it on me. Say I read it wrong. But what I'm gonna tell him to do is take his ass back and go read it
himself. Or put some punctuation
and
in that
see
shit.
what you wrote. Don't come to me with that shit because it is written right now.
Hey, if
let me read.
Say,
is it this one that you got right there?
No, it was up yonder. Earlier when he said, but he said we read it wrong. So I'm like, you better put some punctuation in that shit.
If I go back and read that shit
again. Let me read it real quick.
Hey, read and see if you sound different from me.
Okay. Sound different. Okay, hold on, let me read it.
Read it out loud. No, read it out loud. No, read it out loud.
Move the cursor. Move the cursor.
Send the Mexicans back to send.
Send all their asses.
Send the Mexicans back to send all their asses back where they naturally born citizens. Comma. There should be a comma there.
Should be. Or period. Yeah. Period.
Right. That's one thing. Okay. We are they. That's not right. Okay.
You better learn how to fucking spell.
I'm sorry. Right there.
We are all
we are they. Well, okay. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Wannabe. That's not English. That's not proper grammar. Okay. We are. They gonna send us to. It's just the rest of see that's
hey leave it alone, man. Hey, now wannabe
screwed up.
Hey, before you come for me.
Yeah, you straighten up your shit.
Yeah. I want you to think about it next time.
I'm sorry. I can't.
Let's ask somebody else what they say.
I tried to bank you. I tried to put the punctuation
before I give my
for you. I'm
closing
sorry.
statement. He said the way you read it sucks. Oh, that's what he said. No, hell no. Then we read it the right way.
Then you had the white guy read it, and it didn't sound right. Okay,
So
I put
listen,
the punctuation in
wanna
for
be-
you.
Let's just say, okay, this is a white guy. Let's say because he's white, he can read better than me. Let's just do
That's
some
not
stereo.
what I
No.
said,
You
but-
didn't say it. I said let's say.
But
I'm an old brother. Maybe the way I read, I was raised on ebonics or something. So my motherfucking reader, he said, okay, I know I fucked up. He said,
Say that next time before I call your ass out, because you know I'm not gonna just take your
All right,
bullshit.
man. All right, we love you. Now,
Love you. I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
Since you admitted that you was wrong, you get grace. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's all I want. That's what I want from the Second Amendment people, from the First Amendment people, from the Fourth. Admit that you're wrong. When you're wrong, you can get some grace. Have you ever seen a son bitch that go in the courtroom and say, "Fuck all you motherfuckers! I killed everybody and I don't care." Life. But then the guy who says, "I honestly didn't mean it. I don't know where my head was. I was on drugs. I apologize. I sincerely, please spare my life." Man, we're gonna give you 20 years, man. You're gonna do 10 of them 20, and you get out, and maybe you can be a productive product of this society.
For sure.
You know, because you admit it. Can we admit that we're wrong in certain situations?
That's why I erased it.
That's why. Okay, good job. He said he erased it.
But,
Don't erase it.
We just went back and watched it. You didn't erase it.
All right. This is what I want y'all to do. Because of our newfound scare, because of our overstanding of what the government is trying to accomplish, organize. That's number one. There's three parts. I want you to organize. Connect with neighbors. All right. Start text chains with family members and friends. Alert each other when ICE is present. Okay. Resistance requires numbers. You can't resist by yourself a lot of times. Lone wolves get eliminated. Did you know that? If you're a lone wolf, man, you can get eliminated.
You're a threat to the pack.
Okay.
If you're a lone wolf, you're a threat to the pack.
Yes.
Aside from the shit, I'm sorry. Aside from the ice and everything, like nature, wolves, lone wolves, like you are a threat to a pack.
Yes.
And that pack, the alpha of the pack will
fight you.
Most likely try and target you and try and fight you and try to eliminate you, get you away from his pack.
Yes.
Because you're in his territory. You're now fighting in his territory.
The largest packs.
And he's the alpha. He's the big dog, right?
Yes, sir. Now, I want y'all all to, number two, I want you to register to vote, especially locally. A lot of times when people talk about voting, Tay, they always talk about voting for presidents.
Yeah.
They forget, and this is something that I remember I can admit. You remember when me and you first talked, I did discuss that I wasn't a voter. I used to be anti when I was like, man, that shit don't do no good, man. They talking about the electoral college, man, your vote don't matter. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Right.
I have an argument against that now. I've admitted it to you. I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong, man. Voting does matter. It really does. But it takes everybody to vote for it to matter. Now, what I want y'all to do is vote locally. Start understanding your council members, who your governor is, who your state officials and your local officials are, and vote for those who have the interest, your best interest at hand. That's number one. What I also want y'all to do and want y'all to understand is that cultural wars, all these culture wars, all these narratives are smoke screens. Okay? We're looking left, I'm pointing the wrong way, and we're looking right instead of looking up. All right? It isn't about left and right. It's about top and bottom. Do y'all feel that? If you don't feel that, then don't watch this show no more. It's not about left or right, man. It's not. Y'all stop arguing with each other and start looking up. Join together. Overstand each other and look up. It's about top versus bottom. If you pay attention, everything right now is billionaires versus the rest. Okay? It's why the taxes
1% versus the rest.
Man, everybody right now is literally separating that top percent, including our president. He's putting himself with them. He's fighting against us. Let me ask y'all this. Trans people are 1%. Muslim people are in the 1%. Documented, undocumented people are in the 1%. We're focused on the wrong 1%. Trans people are not taking away health care. Muslims are not defunding schools. All right? Immigrants are not cutting taxes for themselves and their rich friends. Do y'all understand that? All right?
You know what they're also not doing?
What are they not doing?
They're not sending billions of dollars to
Oh man, don't even
Israel.
Don't even get on
They're
that
not
shit.
sending billions of dollars
For
to
their own
Ukraine. They're not sending.
They're not
billions
breaking
of dollars.
laws and overpowering other countries just to take their oil
They're
and
not.
benefit
They're
from the
not
profit.
stealing dictators from Venezuela, which I get what the whole situation was, but
Who is doing it? The 1%.
Right, and they're not. But they're not stealing. What was it? Finland? No, it's Greenland.
Mm-hmm.
Greenland, right?
They're not trying to. They're not trying to steal Greenland. Also,
They're not trying to steal two convicts from Greenland. I forget exactly what their charges were.
Oh yeah,
but
I don't
but we've now went to Venezuela and stolen their dictator, which I understand the whole swing of he wasn't. He played.
He's a bad guy.
He played the vote. He played the vote. I get it. He's the bad guy, but we still shouldn't have fucking done that.
No, that's not our place.
And again, this whole thing with Greenland, we steal these two. We steal. I say steal. We abduct. We take these two people, and I don't have the full story. I didn't read the whole article. But we take them, and it's like that's not how people or countries have or should act or have acted in as far as I know the recent years, let's say the last 50 years.
Right.
As far as I know, that's not how countries and governments have acted. So
Right.
What's the change?
Well,
what is changing?
The change is power, and the change is that power is what steals away our rights. So
why do they have so much power? Why are we giving them so much
white
power?
supremacy. Which this show is not about white supremacy. It's about protecting our rights. So in that Second Amendment and us all protecting ourselves, you have to understand that the percent that controls the government, okay, and we're supposed to understand the Second Amendment, okay? We're supposed to understand the Second Amendment. The percent that controls the government is not caring about that right now because it doesn't fit their narrative. So protect yourselves. Record more, Uncle Tay.
We
record
have
more
access to video cameras.
and record every encounter with any government official and law enforcement and move in numbers. We love y'all. Thank y'all for watching the show where we give y'all knowledge, wisdom, and game. Tomorrow, be sure to tune in on Old Unc Entertainment and watch my boy's show, The Point of You. Love y'all. See y'all next week.
Have a good night.